in a very short.
The family name? Because they have no shame. Republicans revealing explosive new info on how the Biden clan hoovered up $10 million in foreign cash from places like China and Romania. Hunters set up over 20 companies, 15 of which were done after Dad became VP. Top Republican James Comer also identifying nine members of President Biden's family who got some of that dough, including some grandkids, not Hunter's love child, unfortunately.
While Vice President Biden was lecturing Romania on anti-corruption policies, in reality, he was a walking billboard for his son and family to collect money.
For years, the left has said no one is above the law. Well, put your money where your mouth is. The Biden family needs to answer for this. And the DOJ needs to get off its ass and investigate.
It's very hard to come up with any legitimate business reason to conduct transactions with in this type of complex way. This is simply not how legitimate business is conducted.
I mean, guys, you in the press, this is easy pickings. I'm giving you Pulitzer stuff here.
The White House said today that this was a political stunt. We're actually giving you a memorandum with evidence.
Suffice to say, and I love saying that, Joe's got some explaining to do, and answers like this aren't going to cut it anymore.
Any reaction to House GOP memo about your family dealings?
Family dealings.
Revealing that Hunter Biden's business associates sent over $1 million to 3 of your family members. Any reaction to that report?
That's not true.
Oh.
All right. So, Jesse, you look at these businesses, and they offer no products or no services. Remember, they always compare it to Trump?
Yeah.
It's like their business, they were actual businesses, but there's no products, no services. It's just about hiding payments.
You could like see a building that Trump built in the sky with their own eyes. Joe's like the guy that's walking around with cocaine all over his face, and you're like, you got something right here? And he's like, I've never touched this stuff. It's so obvious now, and the left is saying bribes are legal. Bribes are now legal. Foreign nationals, they can't donate to a politician's campaign. Foreign nationals can donate to a politician's family, and that's fine. This would be like Kamala Harris being put in charge of immigration, flying her family to Mexico, meeting with a bunch of Mexican officials, and then having a bunch of corrupt Mexican nationals wire millions of dollars to everybody in Kamala Harris's family, and then Kamala Harris's family trying to hide it from the IRS. And now the media is saying they didn't link Joe Biden to the scandal. Right. Really? Joe Biden isn't linked to the Biden family bribe scandal at all? Really? He knows nothing about this? Then why did he leave a voicemail for his son explaining that he got away with it? You know, why did he fire the prosecutor? You know, why, when he becomes president, he shuts down the FBI China task force and then covers up the lab leak and then lets the balloon fly across the country? Why? You want more?
Yes.
I mean, what else do you want? This guy is a straight. Okay, so all of this money can go into every member of the Biden family bank accounts, but if a single dollar doesn't go into Joe's checking account, then it's clean? So you can just have foreign nationals bribing politicians' families, corrupt ones. Foreign nationals convicted of bribery, bribing the Biden family, but the media says Joe's clean? Mm-hmm. You have to be kidding me. The guy is a walking blackmail operation. The Department of Justice knows the dirt. The FBI knows the dirt. China has dirt on them. The whole world has dirt on the Bidens. The world has the country by the Bidens.
All right, Jessica. I don't know how you're going to respond to that, but it does show that Biden lied about the Chinese. There was no Chinese involvement, and there was millions there. So I think you're in quite a pickle if you're going to try to defend this crime family. It's a Biden crime family.
Mm-hmm. Got him by the Bidens is good.
Yes.
So it was. I mean, it was more exciting, I guess, than your average James Comer interview. You know, he got to a lot of people instead of, you know, just being interviewed by Ducey and Kilmeade in the morning and then pressing him. And he was saying, actually, I don't even have anything. And I know last night you were like, where are the goods? Then at 9 o'clock, he didn't have the goods. They said, wait for 9 a.m. 9 a.m. He didn't have the goods.
What do you want, Jessica?
I want the goods. I want the Bidens. I want you to show. The goods are a straight line from Hunter Biden's business dealings or any of the other 9 that are listed there where Joe Biden personally enriched himself. And to your point about...
Wait. Okay. So
Okay.
let me say something.
No,
If a foreign national pays Emma, and Emma spends all of that dirty foreign money on cars for my
Joe
family,
Biden?
on my child's
Are you saying that...
college fund, how is that any different than what they're doing here?
Okay, so let's try this.
Just because it didn't hit my personal bank account?
Well, first of all, Jill Biden is not being accused of taking any money here.
Okay,
She's not involved in
just
it.
both
Emma's your
brothers
wife.
and his son and his son's wife and his son's ex-wife and his son's girlfriend.
Few things are
and
relevant
his
to your
granddaughters.
point.
Okay, why did the Romanians
But
wire
please
Joe
stop.
Biden's granddaughter $25,000?
Please, I think the audience deserves to know that actually your points are easily refutable.
Did-
So first of all,
Did
the New
the
York Times...
granddaughter draw the Romanian real estate tycoon a crayon picture?
So the New York Times looked into the Romanian situation 4 years ago. By the way, these are old stories.
Oh, yeah.
And found no role for
Yeah, the
Joe
New York
Biden.
Times says it's
Are
clean.
all-
I'm good.
I love
The
this.
New York Times
when
says it's all good.
When you insult the paper of record and act like it's not real. The
Okay.
Wall Street Journal, which I think none of
The
us should
same
be
ones that
insulting.
said Trump colluded with Russia.
The Wall Street Journal, is
With
that one okay?
anonymous
The same ones.
Wall Street
Yeah.
Journal in-house looked into the China dealings. No role for Joe Biden. Then the Washington Post 1 year ago.
What do you mean, no
looked
role?
into-
Joe
No
flew
role.
Hunter and his business
Okay.
partner to China on Air Force Two.
Lastly-
They come back, and all of a sudden he's
No,
rich.
no. Lastly, about your point that the Trumps, they make all these things. I get it. The shoe line. Let's talk about Trump International,
All right, we gotta move
which
on.
was the most popular hotel when
get-
Trump was in office, and no one wanted to go
Okay, so
when he
then
was voted
why
out.
did the Romanian
because-
money dry up after Joe left the White House in 2016?
What?
I
You
feel like
think-
I'm
kinda like
watching
the Clinton
an episode of
Foundation.
Just like the
Moonlighting.
Clinton Foundation.
Yeah.
Judge, weigh
Oh,
in here.
that's
All right.
another good one.
Yeah.
Clinton Foundation.
Let me simplify
what
this.
happened to Vince Foster?
Good
question.
That is a good question.
You guys.
Tonight at 7.
Let me simplify this for you. This is an organized criminal
The
enterprise.
Gaudis.
I've done this for 30 years, okay? This is how they do it. What you've got is the hallmarks of corruption, the accounts, the LLCs, the evasion, and the money laundering. The partners come in, collect the foreign money, and then distribute it to an LLC in incremental amounts. Joe Biden is the front man. Hunter Biden is the bag man. Okay? Joe Biden goes into foreign countries lecturing them about anti-corruption, and he is representing the freest, greatest nation on earth and is wrapping himself in the flag of the United States while his son is collecting the money at the back door. This happened in Romania, and this happened in the Ukraine. Joe Biden uses his position as the vice president of the United States to tell the Ukraine to get the prosecutor off the company where Hunter is a member and making $80,000 a month, or he's going to withhold our taxpayer money $1 million. All right? This is a point man in energy and a point man on anti-corruption, and his son is right behind him with the bags. Now, let's talk about why so many people are involved in receiving the money. So many people are involved because you can't put that money in one account.
Right.
So we got the wife, the daughter, the husband, the sister-in-law. That's why it's worked out that way. And why did Paul Manafort spend years in solitary confinement for being a lobbyist in a foreign country when this guy's been a lobbyist in Ukraine, in Romania, in China? Why is every dime that came out of China connected to the Chinese intelligence or the Chinese Communist Party? And talk about it, the grandkids. Why did Louis Freeh, the head of the FBI, give $100,000 to Joe Biden's granddaughter so he could go into business with Hunter to reap the money from the foreign country?
I want to get Dana
Now,
in.
let me say one more thing. I want to say one more thing about this. Nobody's paid taxes on this money. I guarantee it. So you've got corruption, foreign agents, and you've got taxes. They got George Santos, and I don't care about him one way or the other. In a couple of months, they've got him on 13 charges. Hunter Biden, 5.5 years. They can't figure out how to get him on a criminal charge. This is a corrupt family. It's the Biden crime family.
All right.
A great point about the George Santos timeframe
Yeah.
compared. So I just think there's just no positive argument for them to make that the president or the vice president or members of his families received millions of dollars from foreign companies. And if your argument is, well, there's no direct line to Joe Biden's personal bank account, that's your defense?
Yeah.
Come on.
Come on. You can
Come
do
on.
better, Jessica.
I thought you were going to have something else.
Yeah.
I honestly did.
I don't mean,
God.
Jessica, I mean, that's coming from the White House counsel office and from their lawyers. I mean, that's what they're saying. That's like, well, there's no direct line to Joe Biden. I'm like, okay, but
In your face.
in your face.
Yeah, in your face.
I honestly feel great about
Yeah,
that
you
block.
know what? That stuff they fly at your little liberal Upper West Side cocktail parties, but not here on
I
the
live
5.
downtown. It's embarrassing that you said that.
All right.